for letting me talk on this budget. First of all, I'd like to congratulate our Honorable Finance Minister for assuming charge as Finance Minister once more time. And coming to the issues of our state, sir. Special category status was promised to us during the split of our state. It was promised by both BJP and the Congress and all the other parties that day when they split our state. So we demand that special category status be given to us. And we don't believe in this package what is being given, sir. The package is like a myth. And they're just talking about one or two things which are part of AP Reorganization Act and saying this is a package. We are not acceptable for this package. And I would also like to recall that my friends from Telugu party, they spoke of a special category status from 2019 to 24. I wish they stick to the same stand and keeping aside politics. YSR Congress Party is ready to work with all other parties, including TDP, for special category status in the interest of the state, sir. We demand special category status and it can't be replaced with a package. And also, the Honorable Finance Minister was talking about a Polavaram project. It is very true that Polavaram is a lifeline for our state. We'd like to know from the Honorable Finance Minister, though it is a national project, why the execution was given to the state government? For what reasons? NDA was in power. The whole issue, giving execution to the state government is sort of blunder for this project, sir. The whole project has been messed up and it was accepted at 2014 rates, which is not at all acceptable. It's 10 years now. Who is going to bear the cost of the escalation? And one more, sir. We'd like to know the blunder, the cost escalation of the blunder which happened in the construction of the diaphragm wall. For any project, any dam to be built, upstream and downstream, there needs to be a coffer dam built, sir. A coffer dam, the purpose of the coffer dam is to prevent the flood during the construction so that the main dam doesn't get affected. But what happened in Polavaram project, the diaphragm wall, which is the foundation of the main dam, was built without the coffer dams being completed. Thereby the flood eroded the whole diaphragm wall, sir. If the project is built on this same diaphragm wall, it is going to affect the security and safety of the project and it's going to lead to a huge catastrophe. Sir, I would like to know, since this diaphragm wall is damaged, who is going to bear the cost of the diaphragm wall which has to be built parallelly, which has to be constructed again, and it's going to cost thousands of crores? Is the state going to bear this or the center going to bear this? We don't accept this being put as a burden on the people of our state, sir. We also demand that land acquisition for Polavaram project be executed simultaneously along with the construction of the project. The delays because of these blunders should also be borne by the central government. That is our demand. And we would like to clarify, sir. The Honorable Finance Minister announced that 15,000 crores has been given for construction of Amravati. If this is a loan, who is going to bear this and what is the advantage for the people of our state? Is it part of the FRBM limits given to our state or is it is over and above that? So as of what we understand, it is from the taxes of our people, and what is the advantage we are going to get with this 15,000 crores? We appreciate any help being done to the state, but we demand that it should be in the form of a grant and not in a loan. And we also want to know the timeline for Kadapa-Bangalore railway line. Now, the Telugu and BJP are in power in the state, so we would like to know when the Kadapa-Bangalore railway line will be finished. And we also oppose the privatization of Visakhapatnam steel plant, sir. If we sell Visakhapatnam steel plant at this juncture without a proper iron ore mine, there is no way justice will be done. We demand that iron ore mines be allotted for Visakhapatnam steel plant and the government own this. If iron ore mines are allotted to Visakhapatnam steel plant, it will be highly profitable and a big asset for our country. And we strongly oppose the privatization of Visakhapatnam steel plant. And we also demand whatever the other promises which have been made in the AP Reorganization Act. It has been 10 years since the promises have been made, and the tenure of AP Reorganization Act is also over. We want to know what's happening for Visakhapatnam Metro, Kadapa Steel Plant, and we also want to know the promises made in the form of Super 6 during the election. So we would like to know the timeline, because NDA is in power in our state. We would like to know the timeline for the execution of Super 6. We hope that Super 6 promises will not become Sorry 6 promises for our state. We wish and we hope the promises are kept. And it was promised that immediately after coming to power, all the Super 6 promises will be taken care of, but we don't find it, sir. Apart from one promise, nothing has been kept. And I would like to bring to the notice of the House, sir. Without proper law and order, how will the investments come? For example, sir, I've been restricted from going into my constituency. They attacked me. They had burned my vehicles. They destroyed my vehicles. The attack was, it was in the full glare of all the TV channels. And finally, a case was booked against me, sir. The attempt to murder case was booked against me. After an attack happened on me, a reverse case was booked against me. Such is the law and order situation. If the law and order situation is so bad in our state, how will investments come into our state, sir? I demand from the government that law and order be restored in our state and all the violence has to be put to an end. And I would also request the government not to cut down on the spending of the 11 lakh crore capital expenditure for various other reasons. And also, I demand that MSMEs be given a top priority, because MSMEs constitute 30% of our GDP and 45% of our exports. They have huge issues in raising capital, sir. So, and they also have huge issues in regulatory compliances. So if these things are taken care of, MSME will grow further, and it's good for the economy of our country. And it is one of the major step we need to take for achieving a 5 trillion economy, and hoping that the Honorable Finance Minister will answer to all our concerns. I end the speech. Thank you very much.
There are some unsavory comments that have been made regarding not being educated in Harvard or Cambridge or something. But you should all remember, all the members should remember that there's a tall reader who came from Tamil Nadu, Kamaraj, who has not been educated or not finished his schooling also, but he's the one who has come forward and started the midday meal scheme and done something great for this country. So education and leadership, is not totally related. So I hope and I wish that opposition realizes that. And coming to the budget, ma'am, there are 3 issues that have been raised mainly by the opposition with regards to Sarkar Bachao budget, and second one is upholding of federalism, and third one is AP, Andhra Pradesh being given some special treatment. Let me talk of Sarkar Bachao budget. Before, when we talk about that, I think opposition should remember they formed the government 3 times, in 2009, 2004, 1991, wherein all the times they have got only, in 2009 they got 206 seats, in 2004 they got 145 seats, and in 1991 they got 232 seats. But here we are, NDA has won more than 272 seats, and BJP has won more than 240 seats, and we are very sure that this government will run for the next 5 years. Rest assured, nothing to worry about that. And these are the different times. Prime Minister Modi has been elected 3rd time, unprecedented time. He has been definitely. So this is unprecedented, ma'am, what we are seeing. Modi being elected 3rd time, ma'am. He has been, of course, he has been, Nehru has been done that in the past, nothing to take away from that, ma'am. But those are different times where opposition was much more listening and media was much more considerate, but these are different times. Opposition is paying for the blood, and media has been replaced by social media, and everyone is looking at every move, but still, winning the 3rd time, we should really, really congratulate Narendra Modi ji, ma'am. And coming to the second issue with regards to the federalism that opposition is really talking about in this budget, ma'am. In 2009, when UPA 2 was formed, Andhra Pradesh has given 33 seats to the UPA, ma'am. In 2004, when UPA 1 was formed, Andhra Pradesh has given 29 seats out of 145 seats, ma'am. In return, what we got was Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated in 2014. unscientifically, ma'am, even though in the assembly, Andhra Pradesh assembly very much vehemently denied the bifurcation of the state, still UPA 2 went ahead and bifurcated the state, ma'am. So this is what we call not following the federalism, ma'am. And coming to the third argument with regards to the Andhra Pradesh giving some special treatment, there's no special treatment that has been given in this budget, ma'am. Say, for example, that 15,000 crores that has been given a grant, very much it has been there in the AP Reorganization Act that has been mentioned in 2014 itself, ma'am, wherein Section 94 of the AP Reorganization Act clearly states that special grant has to be given to the state of Andhra Pradesh for building of the capital, ma'am. Coming to the Polavaram project, again in the AP Reorganization Act in Section 90, it was very much clearly mentioned that Polavaram irrigation project, a lifeline of Andhra Pradesh, is to be given, is to be completed, and it is a national project, ma'am. So there is no such special thing that has been done in this, ma'am. And coming to the industrial development infrastructure grant that has been given to us, ma'am, it is very much mentioned in the AP Reorganization Act, Section 94 of 1, ma'am, that for the industrial development of the state, which Andhra Pradesh is very much lacking because all the industry was there in Telangana, ma'am. It is very much clearly mentioned in the AP Reorganization Act. Coming to the grants for the backward region of North Coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema, ma'am, it is also very much mentioned in the AP Reorganization Act, Section 94 of 2, ma'am. So I wish and I hope that opposition don't have this amnesia, ma'am, selective amnesia, because they only drafted this act and they should read this act before making these unsavory comments about Andhra Pradesh giving some special treatment, ma'am. Coming to the state of Andhra Pradesh, ma'am, we have been unscientifically bifurcated in 2014. When the first budget was presented in the AP State Assembly, the revenue deficit in that budget was almost 24,000 crores, ma'am. From then, our debt has been increasing and it has reached to as of June 2024, it has reached to 9.74 lakhs, ma'am. In 2019, the debt was around 3.75 lakhs, ma'am, and 2024 it has reached to 9.74 lakhs, ma'am. So for a state that is so young, it's only 10 years old, ma'am, we need a lot of handholding. We want to stand up. We want to run with other states of this country. We want to be part of this development that's happening in the other parts of the country, ma'am. For this, we need more support from the central government, ma'am, because getting grants or making debt is one thing, ma'am, but where we are spending is the most important thing. If you are spending it on, if you can balance both welfare and infrastructure, yes, that is a good way of spending it, ma'am. But the problem that has happened for Andhra Pradesh was that from 2019 to 24, coming to water resource department, only 20,000 crores was spent on it, ma'am. From 2014 to 19, in the same water resources department, we spent almost 47,000 crores. So it has gone down by almost 60% in the capital expenditure in the water resources department. When it comes to transports, roads and buildings, in 2014 to 19, Andhra Pradesh spent 8,800 crores, ma'am, but from 19 to 24, it has come down to 1,357 crores, ma'am. It has almost come down by almost 70%. So creating a debt, getting money, borrowing money is one thing, ma'am, but where we are spending is the most important thing. We are very much confident that we want to be part of this development. We want to reconstruct the state. We want to rebuild the state. We need more support from the union government, which we are looking forward, ma'am. We are on the knees before the 2024 election. Now we are standing up. We want to run with the other states of this country. We need more support from the union government, which we look forward to in the next 5 years in the NDA government, ma'am. Thank you very much.